one, it's up to you. What's next? This little number's known as Grand Canyon Rocks. This one can net you $1,000. All right, say you're like most kids. You love music, but you're dumb as a stump when it comes to geography. Suppose someone tells you that the Puget Sound is the hot new music craze. Geographically speaking, what other style might be its closest competition? Philly soul, Chicago blues, Seattle grunge, or New Orleans jazz? Puget Sound is a Pacific Ocean inlet, and Seattle is on its coast. Yeah, I used to like the early stuff out of Puget Sound, but they're too popular now. Your turn, player 2. What's it gonna be? The category, fine dining in the Paleolithic era. And you're playing for $3,000 cash money.
It's a prehistoric bird. It's a primeval plane.
No, it's Peking Man, able to leap anthropological stages in a single bound.
Which evolutionary advance made Peking Man the first of our ancestors capable of enjoying a good Peking duck? Teeth to tear and chew meat, the ability to digest protein, the use of fire for cooking, or tools for cutting meat? Take a shot. You know, it's funny, but we're actually looking for the correct answer. Player 1, you can take it. The correct answer is... Peking Man, also known as Homo erectus, was the first to use fire for cooking. But Peking Man still had to order the duck 24 hours in advance. Category time. Player 2, it's your call.
1, 2, praise the Almighty 3.
May I introduce Straight Outta Islam? How does $2,000 sound? Think fast. Since its title mentions the city where Muhammad fled to write the Quran, which hip-hop record might Muslim parents be more inclined to buy for their kids? Funky Cold Medina, Tennessee, going back to Cali, or past the Dutchie? Player 2. Muhammad fled Mecca to preach the word of Allah in Medina in modern Saudi Arabia. But since Muslims don't touch alcohol, the parents might be upset to find that Tone Loca's rapping about some drink that makes women horny. You have the honors, Player 2.
You can't stop at 3, no, you gotta have 4, yeah!
Here we have Mutual of Omaha presents Barnum's Animal Crackers. $1,000 if you get it. Okay, imagine that the fate of the animal kingdom rests in a box of animal crackers you just bought at 7-Eleven. Imagine your box of animal crackers exists as its own ecosystem. If you eat all the zebras, how will you affect the other animal crackers? Will you wipe out the bison's breeding partners, destroy the tsetse fly's nesting grounds, kill off sustenance for the lions, or murder the giraffe's best friends? All yours. By eating the zebra crackers, you'd be endangering the lions because that's a main source of food for them. But I wouldn't feel too bad, since most animal crackers have their heads broken off. Those zebras were dead long before you got to them. Player 1, give me category.
Let's blow this time and head for number 5.
Let's see what we got going. Like the far-out space nuts, but classier. Get it right, I'm handing over $2K. Hey, you've seen Star Trek Voyager, right? Well, suppose the USS Voyager finally finds its way back to Earth, but the ship completely burns up in Earth's atmosphere. What would be the technical term for Captain Janeway? A meteor, a meteorite, a meteoroid, or a comet? Take a shot. Now, a meteorite's an object from space that actually hits the ground. Hey, look at that! It's a charred head with pointy ears! Yeah. Player 1, it's your... Player 1... Well, you're toast. Hey, got a minute? Take a look at a right answer. An object from space that burns up before it can hit the ground is called a meteor. But chances are at least some of that woman's hair is gonna remain intact. I wonder what player two's gonna pick. For your enjoyment, turn-offs, money changers, people who smoke. And it's worth $2,000 if you get this one right. You know, December 25th is widely considered to be the birthday of Jesus of Nazareth. So tell me, what sign is Jesus? Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, or Aquarius? Player one. Balls in your player. If he was born on December 25th, then Jesus would be a Capricorn. Capricorn's dominant traits are honesty, patience, and the ability to walk on water. Player two, take your pick.
7, lucky 7.
Well, looks like this category is, they never really boll-weevilled me over. $1,000 at stake on this one. Hope you brought your suit. It's time to get wet. If the Beatles had changed their name to the Boll-Weevils, what would you expect one of their song titles to be? Leatherback Rider, Yellow Submarine Mammal, I Want to Kill Your Cotton, or Norwegian Wood Eater? See ya. Make your move, player two. For the curious, here's the right answer. The boll weevil is a beetle which kills cotton plants. Other boll weevil hits include Can't Buy Me Dead Cotton Lane, and Destroyed Cotton Fields Forever. Player one, hit me with the category. Nice choice, player one. Kick player two out of the way, because this one's just for you. It's time to play Dis or Dat. And this Dis or Dat questions category is, got milk of magnesia? I'm going to read off a list of 7 things, and you get to tell me if it's a medical disorder or a breakfast cereal. As each one pops up, if you think it's a medical disorder, press 1. If you think it's something you'd pour milk over and serve with juice, press 2. And press 4 to skip. For each right answer, you get $500. And $500 will be taken away if you get it wrong or don't get to it. All right, I'll start you off with 30 seconds on the clock. Let's go in. Shingles, medical disorder. Rickets. Crunch berries. Polyps. Frosted flakes. Moms. One more, grape nut. That's all she wrote. Thing of beauty, let's see her new score. There you go, next time you treat. Okay, let's get out of here. Your pick, player two, how about it?
Aloha, question number 9.
This category's known as, you're talking Pooh. You give me a right answer, I give you $3,000. Put it in gear, 'cause here we go. If Winnie the Pooh acquired his language skills in accordance with the Pooh theory, what probably would have been the first thing he ever said to Christopher Robin? Boy, ow, forget that idea, or what smells around here, Chris? The Pooh theory holds that language started with interjections which eventually acquired meaning. But Winnie the Pooh probably learned language skills like the rest of us by loudly repeating swear words and embarrassing his parents. Player two, give me something. Hey, guess what? Now you can brag to all your friends that you've been part of a 3-way. Alrighty, here's the deal. You're gonna see a 3-way like this one. If you buzz in when the correct member of the 3-way is lit up, it's $1,000 in the bank. But watch out, if you're wrong, you'll lose $1,000 every time you're wrong. And be careful, individual answers don't necessarily have anything to do with the 3-way as a group. And here we go. This little three-way likes to call itself. You said it, I heard you say it. And that means this three-way is all about catchphrases from these 3 decades. The 60s, the 70s, or the 80s. Looks like this is it. Here's your three-way.
Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes!
And it looks like we're all done. Let's check out your performance. Player 2, looks like you've got a handle on this three-way thing. Sure, you could use a little coaching, but for now, let's look at our overall scores. All right, Player 2, ride that wave, baby. Well, it's time to get back to the game. But, you will call me, right? 1 down, round 2 to go. Let's get on it. This is when I hand out the screws, so let me get those. Let's see. Scratch test, screenplays. Screws. Here you are. Now remember, you've all got screws, so you might as well use them. Just buzz in and hit the S key to force someone to answer the question. When else is screwing going to be that simple? Your turn, Player 2. What's it going to be?
Don't look now. It's question 11.
This one likes to go by. They turn the local ziggurat into a multiplex. Play your cards right, you win $4,000. Let's rock. Based on the name alone, what kind of movie would an ancient Mesopotamian expect to see if he went to see Ishtar? A documentary about blacksmiths, a pornographic movie, a musical, or a science fiction epic? Player 1, hit. Getting it wrong is dangerous business. Accuracy and popularity don't go hand in hand. Ball's in your court, Player 2. Here's what you should have picked. Ishtar was a goddess of lust, so your Mesopotamian friend might expect to see some skin.
Cut. This scene is all about strong men who can also be gentle. Remember, this time once you're spent, cuddle.
Player 1, tell me what's happening.
I'm getting a reading of 12. Over.
Coming at you. Tell me more about power, Sir Pork Boy. Get a right answer, you're walking away with $4,000. Let's see how you handle this one. If your house were powered by the thing that Sir Francis Bacon equated with power, upon what would your electric bills be based? How much you know, how much land you own, how much water you consume, or how many children you have? Take a shot.
Here's your hat. What's your hurry?
Player 1, you can take it. Player, children or power? No, but wait, isn't that a line from a Whitney Houston song or something? See, now, I could have given you some cash if you pick this. Just like Schoolhouse Rock, Sir Francis Bacon said that knowledge is power. So how come I can't plug my toaster into my head? Player 1, your choice. What are we doing? And this one is, live fast, die young, and leave great-looking gear. $2,000 says you don't know this one. All right, campers, get ready to finish this analogy. Nowhere is to Erewhon as whatever is to what. Anywhere, Revathaw, Revata, or ever what. Erewhon was the oh-so-cleverly titled book by Samuel Butler about the utopian society called Erewhon, or Nowhere backwards. Revathaw would be the book about a utopian society of disinterested valley girls. No one would read that one either. Player 1, ante up. Oh boy, now it's time for some real trivia. You've got an impossible question coming your way. Okay, give it up for... How many hair pieces will that buy? And let's see, this one's only worth $20,000. All right, get ready, because here comes the impossible question. Now, trust me, you're lucky to be getting 1 in 4 odds on this one. Assuming that the total gross income, including video rentals, was adjusted for inflation, how much money had the movie Smokey and the Bandit made at the box office as of 1993? $140,878,200, $164,542,300, $186,752,100, or $290,034,000. Should have picked this. Smokey and the Bandit had made $140,878,200 in adjusted income by 1993. Lonnie Anderson's purse spilleth over. Let's have a category, player one.
Not 14, not 16, you're right in between.
And I believe this one's called Flannel Shirts, Coffee, and Slugs. You get 4,000 clams for this one. Let's see if you can wrap your head around this. You've heard of making love like dogs, but if people made love like freshwater snails, what results would we get? The female would move into the male's shell, the female would eat the male, both partners would become pregnant, or they'd be fried in garlic and served on toast. Layer 2, it's both the male and female freshwater snails become fertilized and lay eggs. Which gives the male snail even less reason to call her after the first date. Player 2, take your pick. Uh-oh, Elmer Fudd Dime Store.
It's time for a Triple SMS fun.
Your gibberish category for today is put a sock in it. The opening value for this gibberish question is $10,000. Now listen up. Every second and a half, some of the cash is going to disappear. So if you want to win big, you got to be quick. All right, my friends, take a looky here and see if you can tell me what popular phrase this rhymes with. Frank snore, a tremor breeze. And don't let that punctuation trip you up. First clue, a popular comedian says it. Try the veal. A popular comedian says it to thank his audience. Last clue, use your memory. Use that and the keyboard. Let's go. You can always tell Bob Hope's just about done when he says, Frank snore a tremor breeze. Thanks for the Memories is the name of Bob Hope's theme song, and I'd just like to thank Bob Hope for getting that damn song stuck in my head. Player 1, give me a category.
On the big bayou in Louisiana, quest on 17.
Shake hands with. Who you calling a lonely heart? Better wake up. There's $6,000 at stake. Hey, you remember the Beatles album Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, right? Well, if everyone on the cover of the Beatles' Sgt. Pepper's album ordered a Dr. Pepper, then Dr. Pepper could claim to be all of the following except for what? Just what Marlon Brando ordered? Just what John F. Kennedy ordered? Just what Carl Jung ordered? Or just what Bob Dylan ordered? Layer 2, the Sgt. Pepper cover does not include the face of former President John F. Kennedy. Although I hear if you play Dr. Pepper commercials backwards, you can hear JFK saying,
Mr. Pibb is dead. Mr. Pibb is dead.
Category time. Player 2, it's your call. Say hello to, thanks for ruining the movie for me. How does $4,000 grab you? All right, imagine this one. You're in a movie theater watching the 1980 biopic about John Merrick. If Mr. Merrick suddenly comes in and takes the seat in front of you, what might you think to yourself? This guy shows up late for everything. Does he have to put his feet up like that? Have a little popcorn with your butter. Or, great, now I can't see the damn movie. Nobody's going for it? Why so chicken, player 2? You've got cash to spare. Hey, audience, what do you think?
Don't be a wimp!
Player 2, it's yours. You're screwed, player 1.
This'll just be our little secret.
Make your move, player 2. Take a shot. The movie you're watching is The Elephant Man, the story of John Merrick, a Victorian circus freak with a huge bulbous-shaped noggin. Well, you might not be able to see the movie, but you could laugh really loud during all the sad parts. You have the honors, player 2. The category is a dog on a psychiatrist's couch. $2,000 for a correct answer. Hey, you know how TV's Frasier is always butting heads with that dog Eddie? Well, picture this. Frasier decides to send Eddie to obedience school, but accidentally sends him to civil disobedience school. How will Eddie likely react the next time Frasier wants him off the sofa? Eddie will rip Frasier to shreds, Eddie will rip the couch to shreds, Eddie will go limp and stay on the sofa, or Eddie will try to pee on Frasier from the sofa. Player 1. No. Bad player, bad. I said no. No, come here. Let me rub your nose in something. Player 2. Civil disobedience is a refusal to obey laws characterized by nonviolent resistance. So Eddie will stay put until either the show is canceled or he gets a spin-off series of his own. I wonder what player 2's gonna pick. Now serving, it happened one dark and stormy night. And get this one right, you got 4K coming your way. Okay, time for some frank talk. We all know that adolescent males have wet dreams or nocturnal emissions. Hey, stop giggling, it's biology. Say instead of nocturnal emissions, boys had nocturnal field emissions. What would they be releasing from their pubescent genitals? Electrons, grass seeds, mice, or bat guano? In physics, a field emission is where an electric field causes electrons to be released from a conductor. Hey, I'll take electrons any day. At least you don't have to hide the sheets from your mom the next morning. Player 1, it's up to you. What's next? Gather round, friends. It's attack time, and I got a clue for you. Show me the money. Yeah, right. You gotta earn it first. Good luck. Player 2! Oh, Player 2, how does it feel to be responsible for the complete destruction of another person's self-esteem? Yeah, I know, it's pretty excellent, isn't it? But really, Player 1, if it makes you feel any better.
You don't know.
Nice work,